Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. An arrest has been made in the Saturday morning structure fire on Main Street in Cumbie. Eric Spencer Marshall, age 40, is in Hopkins County Jail charged with arson, a felony 2, and is being held on $30,000 bond. Marshall and his ex-wife had been purchasing the home on a lease-buy agreement, according to Mike Matthews, Hopkins County Fire Marshal. Matthews stated that Marshall had been living in the house. His investigation notes that Marshall and his wife had a disagreement, and Marshall set the house on fire. The Cumbie fire is one of 3 structure fires under investigation by the Hopkins County Fire Marshal's office: a house fire in the middle of the night in Birch Creek area, and a house fire Monday morning on County Road 3512 just off Farm to Market Road 69 North, requiring the services of both Hopkins County firemen and volunteer firemen are still under investigation. The search continues for the man the FBI now calls the barrel-chested bandit that robbed the Alliance Bank Southtown branch on November 3rd of this year. He's also wanted as a suspect in bank robberies in Longview, Amarillo, and in New Mexico, according to Silver Springs Police Chief Jay Sanders. Local law enforcement, the FBI, and Texas Rangers continue their search for the 6-foot, heavy-set white male. A reward is being offered. Stopped by the Hopkins County deputy for a traffic violation at 1:20 a.m., Wendy Ann Wilder, age 38, of Como, said she was taking her passenger to get something to eat. Both driver and passenger were nervous, which led to a search of the vehicle. Found was a black box in a purse containing marijuana and morphine in pill form. Wilder claimed ownership. She's in Hopkins County Jail charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, under 1 gram, a felony 3. Her bond is set at $10,000. The passenger in the auto was also arrested when she admitted having syringe needles hidden in her clothing. She's charged with possession of dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia, both of which are misdemeanors.
A real Christmas treat is in store for you that you will never forget. The arts community of Hopkins County, in a production of their own, A Christmas Carol, the musical, in 3 performances only, December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Get your tickets now.
Good morning, Bill Owens.
Good morning, Enola.
Howdy.
Howdy, how are you?
Good.
I'm so glad to be here with you and KSST Radio.
Thank you for coming in.
It makes me so happy.
Thank you for coming in, Ghost of Marley.
That's me.
And Charlotte Campbell.
Hi, I am a producer for the show.
Okay, so no particular character role for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
I will not play a role in the musical.
Okay. And Judge Northcutt?
I am playing Ebenezer Scrooge. I was the former partner of my only friend, as you'll hear from the play.
Yes.
Jacob Marley, who predeceased me 7 years to the day that this occurs. This play takes place. And then to my left is my measly little employee by the name of Bob Cratchit.
Yes.
Morning, Brad Cummings.
Good morning, Enola. I do play Bob Cratchit. I'm the kind-hearted family man who just happens to work for the grumpiest person in London.
We all know the story, but this is not exactly like the story book. Is that right?
It follows the same basic idea of Christmas Eve, Ebenezer Scrooge being visited by the ghost of Bob Marley, Jacob Marley. I think it's Bob's great-great-grandfather. But Jacob Marley, who then tells him that he'll be visited by 3 ghosts, just like the book: ghosts of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas yet to be. And those 3 people that play those parts are amazing. I mean, I think it's clear that one of them's calling Marley even now. But we've got Monica Lancaster plays the Ghost of Christmas Past. A guy that I've just come to meet during this play, Matthew Fyock, plays the Ghost of Christmas Present. And then Don Doyle Jones plays the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Be. And I got to tell you, they are absolutely amazing. Just so many talented people involved in this show.
And are people in this that have singing roles that maybe you didn't know were singers?
Some.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would probably be chief among them, and the jury is still out as to whether I can sing. But there
a
will.
wonderful job.
Charlotte, tell us what factors or what elements go in to make this up from across our community.
This has been truly a community project, and it's the first time ever that our 4 arts organizations are coming together on a joint project. We're trying to spearhead a fundraising drive for all of our local arts. We have so much talent here, and we're trying to build awareness and appreciation and then also funding for our arts through this project. So we have the Choral Society, the Symphony League, Community Players, and Bright Star Cultural League of Arts. They're a new group, and they're basically they are advocating for all arts.
Okay.
So they've come together. There's a board member from each of those boards representing this musical to try to get it all organized.
Well, this organization has been a while in coming,
Yes.
and is finally active and putting on a first production, which will be, Bill Owens, will you tell us the dates? Be careful with that microphone.
It's December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I believe. I've got that right. So let's see, December 2nd now, they're having the Lions Club Christmas Parade. And so I think we're starting a little later that evening. And then we have the Saturday and Sunday matinee.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and 3 performances total?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Friday and Saturday at
7:30.
and 7:30, and then Sunday at 2.
Yes.
And the next question will be, how does one get tickets for this fabulous production?
You can purchase tickets online at communitychristmascarol.com or at Alliance Bank, City National Bank, and the Civic Center office. They have actual tickets.
And at the door? Or will
At
you
the
be
door as
taking
well.
a risk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in the Sulphur Springs High School now auditorium.
Right. Newly renovated.
I don't know
So nice.
if it has less seating than it did before.
I think it has more, if I understood correctly. It's got. I saw the little plaque outside. It seats 1,300.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. So
So I think there's going to be plenty of room.
Yes.
And tickets are general admission $20.
Yes.
And VIP seating $35.
Yes.
Yeah, that-
And children are 10.
Okay.
VIP allows you to sit down a little further down, and then the next week, the day of your choice, Brad Cummings will come and clean your house. And so it's a great bargain for $35. Yeah.
That's a great plan.
He's really taking on this role. Matter of fact, from the time we start rehearsal till end, Eddie does not step out of character.
He is in command of his character.
That's
I think he's
correct.
kind of natural at it. You know?
Well, since the Symphony Orchestra League finished their fundraising efforts this past Saturday night for their event, their radio TV auction, now they're free to come to rehearsals. Is that right? For
We've had an orchestra in place all along. Xander Smith is the director for the orchestra, and he's put together a great group of musicians. So they have been rehearsing as well.
I know Monday nights is Choral Society, but now we're stepping up a little bit more, right, in
Yes.
rehearsal times.
This is it.
Will it be on the stage now, from now on out?
Rehearsals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We got to fly last night. We're going to fly tonight and tomorrow.
Our main characters are having training and flights right now this week. We had someone come in to rig up the flight system and to train the cast.
How
It's going to be a magical
fascinating.
performance.
Scrooge flies a few times. The ghosts fly. They've brought an organization from out of state to come and set up all of the rigging and all the training for that. So it will be so much fun. This whole play is fun. The story of A Christmas Carol has been one of my all-time favorites. I have read the book many times, watched so many different versions of A Christmas Carol, just the play. So when I first heard that we were going to have this, I was all excited. I've been looking for the right opportunity to do some theater, and I thought, I want to do that. Then I found out it was a musical, and I'll have to admit, it gave me a little bit of pause. I thought, well, I'm not sure if I'm up for a musical. But then Pip Bickford told me, directed me to one of the movies that this is very similar to. This is, of course, a stage production. And I watched that and I thought, yeah, that's something I definitely would like to be a part of. It is a wonderful story of hope and restoration, it's a great way to kick off the holidays.
You're going to laugh and you're going to cry.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'd never seen the musical version as well. And it really does, with the addition of music to the story, it really brings you in and really pulls those emotions out of you, and you really get into the story.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Wildcats basketball team got a huge contribution of 30 points from guard Keyston Willis as the Wildcats improved their season record to 2-0 with a 65-34 win at Lindale Monday night. Willis hit 4 of the Wildcats' 8 three-pointers during the game. The Wildcats also played stifling defense, allowing the Eagles only an average of 8.5 points a quarter. Lindale played the Wildcats pretty close until early in the second quarter, when the Wildcats had an explosion of points to take a 39-20 halftime lead, and Lindale could manage only 4 points in the fourth quarter. Other scores for the Wildcats were Victor E. Wolker, Diedrich Godbolt, and Bryson Lynn with 8 points each, Keontae Dunn with 5 points, Xavier Cork with 4 points, and Michael Jefferson with 2 points. All 12 of the Wildcats varsity members played. The game pitted Wildcats coach Clark Cipolletta against his high school coach Scott Albritton. Albritton, the Lindale coach since 2007, had earlier coached Cipolletta at West Rusk. Both the freshman and JV Wildcats were also winners Monday against Lindale. The freshman team rallied in the second half to win 62-53, and the JV overwhelmed the Lindale Eagles 72-33.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.